Hello students, today we are going to do a chapter from unit number 2 which goes by the name Three Visions for India. This chapter actually is a part of the famous speech given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam at IIT Hyderabad in the year 2011. In this speech, he outlines his three visions for his motherland India and appeals to Indians to get involved in the nation building process to make India a developed nation. Before reading the chapter, let us know something more about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam was his full name. He was an Indian aerospace scientist and a politician who served as the 11th President of India from the year 2002 to 2007. He spent 4 decades as a scientist and a science administrator and was associated with organizations like Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. He was closely involved in India's space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India. Dr. Kalam was the recipient of many awards such as Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and even the Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award of Indian Republic. Not only that, he was a fine writer who had written many books such as Inspiring Thoughts, Indomitable Spirit, Ignited Minds, and many more. Each student must read at least one of these books written by Dr. Kalam. Now, let's read the chapter Three Visions for India. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the father of India's integrated guided missile program, states three visions for India based on the achievements and progress that he has witnessed in the history of the nation and during his own career as a missile scientist. Dr. Kalam's three visions for India are freedom, development, and standing up. The focus of his presentation is on developing India to its fullest potential while standing up to the rest of the world with fully validated self-respect for the achievements that have been obtained in the modern times. So you see, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is known as the father of India's integrated guided missile program. He was a great visionary, and based on what he had seen in the past, how India had progressed and achieved, he has three visions for India. Now, what do you mean by a vision? Vision means a dream, an ideal, or a goal towards which one aspires. It is also the ability to imagine how a country can develop in future and to have a plan for it. So you see, he has got three visions. They are freedom, development, and standing up. Dr. Kalam wants that India should develop to its fullest potential, meaning its fullest capacity or ability. He also wants that India should stand up to the rest of the world. Stand up to the rest of the world with what? With head held high, with self-respect. And from where is this self-respect going to come? It is going to come from the achievements that have been made by India in modern times. If we are not free, no one will respect us. I have three visions for India. In 3000 years of our history, people from all over the world have come and invaded us, captured our land, and conquered our minds. From Alexander onwards, the Greeks, the Portuguese, the British, the French, the Dutch, all of them came and looted us and took over what was ours. Yet, we have not done this to any other nation. We have not conquered anyone. We have not grabbed their land, their culture, and their history, nor tried to force our way of life on them. Why? Because we respect the freedom of others. That is why my first vision for India is freedom. I believe that India had its first vision of freedom in 1857 when we started the War of Independence. It is this freedom that we must protect and nurture and build on. If we are not free, no one will respect us. Dr. Kalam makes a mention of 3000 years of our history of India. In those days, India was known as Sone ki Chidiya. We were a very prosperous nation. So people from all over the world, the British, the French, the Dutch, all of them came and looted us. Looted meaning what? They entered our country and took our property in war. They invaded us. Invade means to enter our country to bring it under control. Everybody came and tried to take away what was good in our country. But we never tried to do it because he says that we had respect for the freedom of others. When you will respect something, you will not try to take it away, isn't it? We had full respect and regard for the freedom of others. So we never tried to grab their land, take away. We never tried to control their minds, to conquer anyone. Conquer meaning what? Take control. We never tried to do that. We never forced our way of life on them. We never tried to take away their culture. Nothing of that sort. Simply because we respected it. And then he makes a mention of Indian Rebellion of 1857. Now children, you might wonder, why does Dr. Kalam mention freedom as one of his visions, one of his dreams, when it is already achieved? We have already got independence. But children, here he wants us to remember the price that we have paid for the freedom. And he also wants that we should protect and take care of the freedom that we have got. Because we know that when we are not free, no one will respect us. We are like a slave to them when we are not free. He is asking us to remember the days when we were not free, and he is asking us to fiercely protect and take care of the freedom that we have got. Now let's read about the second vision of Dr. Kalam. My second vision for India is development. For 50 years, we have been a developing nation. It is time to see ourselves as a developed nation. We are among the top 5 nations of the world in terms of gross domestic product. We have 10% growth rate in most areas. Our poverty levels are falling and our achievements are being globally recognized today. Yet, we lack the self-confidence to see ourselves as a developed nation, self-reliant and self-assured. Isn't this right? Dr. Kalam brings out various things that we have to be called as a developed nation. He says that we are among the top 5 nations of the world in terms of gross domestic product. We have got a good growth rate, 10% in most areas. He says that our achievements are globally recognized. Globally recognized meaning what? The world recognizes and accepts our achievements. But he says that we ourselves don't have the confidence to call us a developed nation. Why? He says, why can't we be called a self-reliant, self-developed, self-dependent and confident of our ability? Why are we not having those qualities as a nation? So his second vision is development. He wants that in near future, India should be called as a developed country. India should come in the rank of a developed country. He says it's been many years that we have been a developing nation. Now let's be termed as a developed nation.